I digital the concourse for those passengers
Make my
that
heart
were
go
on delayed
boom.
Delta's flight
Oh baby, it's the look in your eyes that makes you the prize. I wish we were together right now.
Whoa!
I know.
You make my body
I know it.
oh baby, it's the way that you lay, the way that you play. I'm praying for forever as well as now. I don't wanna hide, I don't wanna hide, no, I don't wanna shut from
So
you.
welcome back to a new vlog. Okay, girl, we are in Atlanta. Okay, last time you girls saw me was writing our admissions paper for grad school and all of that stuff. You know what was the last vlog? I think it was my 9 to 5. No, it was my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5. So anyway, girl, it is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of you guys. I'm actually in Atlanta. Today was a travel day. So we woke up early today, got on a flight. Flight was delayed. But anyway, girl, we are in Atlanta. If you're new here, I am Bianca. We're actually here for work. We're traveling for work. The company that I work for basically, you know, did a large acquisition. This week, we're going to be testing. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of fun things. So I pretty much had to, you know, fly into Atlanta so that I could be on site at my physical job. If you guys didn't know, I actually lived in Atlanta for several years, and my actual job that I work at, my 9 to 5, is actually in Atlanta. Okay, so but we can get into that in a minute. I just wanted to hop on, introduce the vlog. I just made it into the room. Needless to say, I am a little underwhelmed with the room. Okay, we are at the Hyatt House. We're in Cobb by the Galleria, and so you guys are going to be seeing this after the fact. I think we have some fun things up for the vlog. Okay, it's a lot going on, and right now you girls cannot even see my boot. Can you guys see the boot? Okay, but the boot is still there. Okay, the boot is still booting, and we can talk about some things, but girl, first I just kind of want to wash my face, put my hair up. I kind of want to unwind a little bit, take my airport clothes off. I just have on this old romper, if you girls can see. It's really old, and it's actually really cute, and it's actually really flattering. I don't know if you guys can like see it in the mirror, but it's like really cute, and I've actually had this for like 4 years. I got it from like this boutique in Memphis, but anyways, this was the airport outfit. It's kind of like gauchos a little bit, but a little bit longer than gauchos. It's the halter all the way around, and then has like a little drawstring. I love it because I love where you can like pull it up if you want the waist to be higher, you know, and kind of like a more ruched look, or you can, you know, pull it down if you have like a shorter torso. So I really like that a lot. I kind of have like a mid-average to longer torso, but anyways, girl, this is what this is. And honestly, I haven't even really gotten to wear this for real, because I've always been like really skinny when I wanted to wear this, or I never had a good strapless bra. The flight was delayed a couple of times, and it's already almost 9 o'clock here. I still want to go over my goals, or I want to transfer our 2025 goals from our old journal into our new journal. I want to write myself a promise letter. I want to kind of recap, and that's what this video is going to be about. We're going to be recapping on our 2025 goals that we set for ourselves this year, and so kind of like we're going to check in every quarter. So we're going to get into the details. We're going to do all of that. Just kind of wanted to hop on, introduce the vlog. If you're new here, girl, I would love to have you a part of the community. I can't even put into words what it is that we do, because we do a little bit of everything, but it's not all over the place. Okay, if that makes sense. So bear with me. We're going to put on our jammies, and girl, we'll catch up in a minute. I think that we have some good things up for this vlog. We may or may not do hair. You guys get to see my work outfits. And we are going to do some chit chat, and we're going to catch up and talk about our goals. And I want to hear you guys' goals. I want to hear your progress on the goals that you've made. I want to hear all of those things. Okay, so I've been talking now for 3 minutes, and without further ado, girl, let's go. I actually didn't even bring like skincare for real. So a whole bunch of things, girl. A whole bunch of things that I have to catch you guys up on. So like, I don't know if it was the last video or the video before that. I think it's the one that I'm actually editing today. But, you know, I went out and bought all of that Youth to the People. I bought all of that, you know, Ordinary. I bought all of that, you know, all of those different products because, you know, I was complaining to you guys about my skin being like dull. You guys know I did that mask, the Sephora, it wasn't Sephora brand, okay, let me correct it. But I got it from Sephora, and it was like a pink clay mask. You know, I was just trying to do all of these things, you know, outside of my normal, like, Cetaphil, retinol, moisturizer, you know, routine. So anyways, girl, needless to say, then I went and bought the Black Girl sunscreen. Then, you know, so I added back sunscreen. I added, you know, all of these other things. And I don't know what exactly it was. Then I had just, you know, introduced like the apple cider vinegar, gummies. Like, so on top of all of the other vitamins that I was already taking. So girl, you know, just needless to say, you know, I'm done with everything. I'm done with everything. I'm done with everything. I'm not taking any more vitamins. I'm not even taking multivitamins. I am not putting collagen peptides in my coffee. I am going back to Cetaphil very, very quickly. And I may alternate between the Cetaphil and the CeraVe Hydrating Foaming Cleanser. I'm not gonna do anything on my, you know, any actives or anything like that. And girl, I am this close. I don't know if you guys have been seeing like those Clear Stem commercials on like social media, YouTube or whatever, but I am this close to getting those Clear Stem like vitamins in like the acne, hormonal acne solution packet, like skincare like lineup that they have. I am this close. I am just literally awaiting my last message from my Curology provider to kind of just see what she has to say, because I do know that I was introducing a lot of stuff into my skin, and girl, I'm just over it. I'm over trying to have like a cute, you know, routine. The superfood cleanser, Youth to the People, it was really good, but like something about it my skin didn't like. Don't know if it was the kale, don't know if it was the spinach, I don't know. But it was just something about it that my skin didn't like. And then I was literally like out of cleanser. So if you guys don't know, I tore my Achilles. Okay, I tore my Achilles, and I know you're like, girl, how you gonna jump from skincare to Achilles? I'm getting there. And so I was actually supposed to be driving to Atlanta, even though the trip is, you know, company expense. So, you know, it's like reimbursed. I was supposed to be driving to Atlanta just so I can be able to move around and maneuver, right? Go to Walgreens, you know, go grab, you know, some food at my favorite place. There were so many coffee shops I wanted to try out. There were so many like tea, like cute little tea like rooms or whatever that I wanted to try that were like Black owned. This whole trip was scheduled to be very, very different than what you guys are gonna see right here, right now. Okay, but that is completely fine. But anyways, just to say that I don't have cleanser because I was already out of cleanser, which is why I had even bought the Youth to the People Superfood cleanser. And it's cool. I love the way that it had my skin, like, you know, it got it really clean and all of that. But, you know, and that's what I'm saying, guys. Look how long I washed my face. Do you guys, comment down below, do you guys wash your face this long? Like, I don't think that I'm over washing my face. Like, the skin is just, look, so from the last time that you guys saw, okay, here, like all of this. Let me wash it so you can see it on the other side. And not complaining, but just, when am I gonna realize, literally, when am I gonna realize that I just cannot do all the little cutesy skincare stuff? So anyways, needless to say, I'm washing my face with a Dove soap bar, which is crazy because I already know that this is not gonna do anything for my face. But I went and got my nails done, and basically, so these are the nails. I think I showed you guys earlier when we were in the airport. How cute is this? These are my real nails. Again, just dip, sharp, pointed, square, French. This is Funny Bunny on the base, and then just white French tip square. By eliminating, you know, the vitamins, by eliminating, you know, collagen peptides, just by eliminating all of the supplements that you guys know that I take on a normal, you know, day-to-day basis. Anyway, I'm just gonna eliminate everything. I am going to only wash my face with the Cetaphil, and I'm gonna continue using the retinol all the way until, you know, I either make up my mind if I'm gonna order the clear stem or, you know, see what my Curology provider has to say. We last messaged each other on Friday, so you know, girl, she messaged me and logged off. So I'm just gonna wait to see, you know, what she says on Monday, and then we'll go from there. We got our eyebrows literally just cleaned at the nail shop yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, Saturday, because today's Sunday, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Girl, if you're a mom, please be sure to like the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, baby. Also, hit the notification bell so that when I post new mom content, you guys will be in the know. But because I use a retinol, I have a little, have a little doozy right there, and then just like a little bit on the eyebrows, but it's completely fine. Normally most days if I know I'm finna get like my eyebrows waxed or like my, you know, up here waxed, then I just, you know, lighten up on the retinol for like 2 or 3 days. Like I won't use it. But girl, I was using it because like I said, I was trying to clear my face, because who wants to come to their workplace? You know, I haven't seen these people in person in years. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just going in with some petroleum jelly, just putting it on my lips, here and my eyebrows, you know, just to get ahead of the game. And then I'm also gonna go in when I get done talking to you guys with my Cicaplast, my B5 balm from La Roche-Posay. I really like this. This is the same tube that I've had since, you know, the beginning. I haven't got another one because literally the smallest amount of this stuff goes like such a long way. So you guys are just gonna be talking to me like this for a little while because I need to like let this stuff set. But it's B5, it's really healing, you know, whatever. So, you know, I like it. Most people use this as a moisturizer all over their face. I don't know about that because it does have the dimethicone in there, and I feel like if I was to use that on like this part of my face, I feel like it clogs my pores, or to the point where it like doesn't allow my like pimples to come like to a head. I don't know. So I don't use this all over my face as a moisturizer, but I did bring my Olay. This is probably one of the new products that I'm going to like keep or allow to remain in the skincare regimen. So I don't have my retinol, I don't have anything. So this is just wash my face with this Dove soap bar, going in with this moisturizer, the Olay, and yeah, that's it. We got cute PJs. Oh, and my dad bought me a scooter. So I forgot to tell you guys, my dad bought me a scooter. So we've just been scootering around, but I did have a wheelchair escort, you know, through Delta for my flight. So basically, when I checked in, you know, checked my bag, which Delta let me check my bag for free, you know, because I was wheelchair disabled. Shout out to Delta. But anyways, I did have an escort, a wheelchair escort, from the time I checked in at the front desk until I made it to the gate. So from there, I was able to maneuver around, you know, like with my scooter. But yeah, girl, so we tore our Achilles. So if you want to know what happened with all of that, girl, go watch the last vlog. But I'm going to shower, do all of that, and then probably get in the bed. I read a lot in my book. So my Mama You Are Enough book, you guys know that I was, you know, had picked this book back up after a couple of years. So I bought this book like after I first had Jace. So I picked it up from then, and then, you know, I've been kind of like reading it. I'm halfway through, so like I'm on page like 180 or something, and it's like 322 pages. So I'm about halfway through, a little right at halfway. This is my boot. So pretty much whenever I'm walking like on a hard surface, I need to have my boot on when I'm walking, period. of. So we are in the bed. And I do have some editing to do. Like I said, I'm editing a vlog. So this is actually the vlog where we talk about how I actually tore my Achilles. But it's 9:45 and we're in the bed. Let me just speak a little bit. When I said I was underwhelmed, like, by the room, it wasn't because I was entitled. It wasn't because I'm ungrateful. It wasn't because anything like that. I think that the website pictures just really like big upped, you know, the stay. And lately I've been like hitting it, right? Like if the website pictures were like, you know, really nice and really chic and all of that, then, you know, I just been having good luck lately. And when I pull up to the spot, the actual room, the stay, you know, is everything and more, or at least it looks exactly like, you know, the website pictures. I like the room because it has like the extra couch space. Lighting is, you know, but you know, I do need to make sure that I wake up in the morning time so that I can, you know, get breakfast. It is complimentary here, and I am a breakfast person. I at least want to get like coffee, fruit, you know, and then like maybe like grab a banana, put it in my backpack to have with me. Like my job has like chefs, literally. Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So like when I get to work, I know I'm gonna be good. Like my actual job has chefs. Like they cook like gourmet food. You can get like, you know, salmon. You can get damn near a fillet if you wanted one. Is basically, you know, like what I'm saying. And so I don't never really like worry about nothing like that. I went downstairs, I checked out the gym. Is, they don't have any mats, but again, the place where I work at, you know, like has a gym. So like I just want to go in there and at least do like some, you know, pelvic floor exercises, you know, some leg lifts, some V-ups, you know, some fire hydrants, you know, donkey kicks or rainbow kicks or whatever, and do like some free weights, or even like some girl push-ups, whatever, just, you know, I am able to do during this time where I am not able to like stand up or, you know, anything like that. You run, Stairmaster, all of that type of stuff, you know. So I can't really like be on my feet, you know, without the boot. And if I am even on my feet, even with the boot, my ankle swells and it's swollen, and it's been swollen for the last 3 or 4 days because I've just been like doing too much trying to get prepared to come here. But nonetheless, we're gonna do a little bit of editing. I'm gonna edit all the way until I go to sleep. We're gonna wake up in the morning, we're gonna have breakfast, we're gonna go to work. And then I didn't get a chance to wash my hair today, so I just kind of wrapped it up and put it in the bonnet. So we may do that tomorrow. But other than that, girl, good night. I'm sitting outside of Campbell's Clinic. What is life right now? I literally can't even believe what is really honestly happening.
You make my heart go boom. Oh baby, it's the look in your eyes, it makes you the prize. I wish we were together right now. It's true, you make my body feel loose. Oh baby, it's the way that you lay, the way that you play. I'm praying for forever as well as now. I don't wanna hide, I don't wanna hide, no, I don't wanna shout from you. No, I don't wanna lie and say that I don't want you. So if you could lay your cards right down, I am waiting at the table. If you could show me.
Good morning. This is what we have on today. I have on this little jumpsuit with the collar. Okay, face is super greasy. Okay, face is super greasy. I like this. This is actually a size medium, this jumpsuit. So y'all know we were toying back and forth a little bit between the mediums, but this is the outfit. And I couldn't decide or not if I wanted to wear sneakers or put on these little like slingbacks, which are super cute, because I'm like, okay, which one is scooter friendly? And then I'm like, am I really gonna be scootering in the office. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna bring the scooter to the office on day one. I may just kind of see how it goes today. I probably should still bring the scooter, but we'll see, because I don't know if this shoe is scooter friendly. So that's basically what I'm saying. But good morning, girls. Happy Monday. Okay, happy work day if you going to work today. And I'm about to go downstairs. It is 7:29. I'm about to get some breakfast, and then I'm gonna call the Uber, and then we are going to be on our way to the office. Okay, girl, let's catch up. Let's catch up, but hold on, let me get myself together. Y'all, work was so good today. Like, you know, it was really like exhilarating. It was really exciting. It was really fun. I don't know if that's because I had coffee and then I had like caffeinated tea right after that, hot tea. But you know, it was really exciting. So left you guys this morning, went downstairs, had breakfast, literally met the acquisition team because we're all staying in the same, you know, hotel. So they were already downstairs this morning when I went down there to get breakfast. So had breakfast, and you know, just being in the office again, it's just very different. Like the energy in Atlanta is different. I mean, obviously you guys know if you're in like Dallas, Houston, anywhere in LA, New York, if you are in Atlanta, if you're in DC, you know, places like that, like the energy is just so different. Like everyone is so successful, everyone is so driven, everyone is like, you know, so for me to be back in Atlanta, back in the office where I actually do work, guys. You know, I work from home remotely, you know, in Memphis where I'm from, but you know, I actually report to an actual brick and mortar, an actual office, and that's here in Atlanta. Everyone is so kind, everyone is so inclusive, right? So for me to be back here in Atlanta, you know, by myself with no kids, working, it just brings back like those memories of me feeling so driven, of me being like an independent person. Like I'm having so much fun, baby, on my scootering up and down the you know, hallway. You know, I'm definitely gonna have to bring my scooter to work tomorrow, but I did want to check in with you guys. Today was day one of testing with our acquisition company, and you know, it was really smooth, y'all. They was pretty sharp, they was on it, so I didn't have to really do too much, but by the end of the day I was definitely exhausted. Anyways, it's pretty late, girl. It's like 9:30, 9:40, you know, pushing 10 o'clock, and I wanted to hop on with you guys so I can just kind of like talk to you guys for 2025, because we were supposed to do this, we were supposed to wash our hair, we were supposed to do so many other things, and we have been at Cheesecake for literally so long. Like we were I think had like a 7 p.m. reservation, then had to like wait a little bit. They took forever with the food was good. Had like truffle honey chicken with like asparagus, mashed potatoes, and then I got like dessert. I'm gonna eat dessert here in a minute, and I'm going to transfer my goals from this journal into this journal, because this one is just like really full, and when I wrote in it, the notes were just like really sporadic, not in any type of order, and the notes like skip pages. So this journal is really full, and this is the one that I bought from Walmart like several, you know, a couple months ago, that I really haven't written in. So I want to like break it in good with putting or just transferring my 2025 goals from that journal into this journal, and you know, we'll probably do like a little montage while I just transfer, so I can really like be in the moment and reflect on my goals. But yeah, girl, like I said, we didn't get time to like wash our hair or anything like that, so I hate that I can't have like fresh hair for this trip, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm only gonna be here, you know, till Wednesday. So girl, what are y'all doing? Like, you know, what are some of your 2025 goals? I think that one, because I was looking at my goals and I was just kind of like reflecting a little bit. One of the goals that I didn't really put on the list, it was kind of like a sub goal. Like one of the first goals was like to work on my self-esteem, you know, and so we did like a whole self-esteem series on the channel. Girl, go check those videos out based upon like Nathaniel Brandon's, you know, 6 pillars of self-esteem. So that was one of my 2025 goals for this year, to work on my self-esteem. So to like read as many books as possible on like self-confidence, self-esteem, you know, just kind of like up that alley. But one thing that I didn't write down that I'm gonna didn't put in that journal that I'm gonna put in this journal is like eye contact. I think I like subconsciously made a goal for 2025 for me to begin making like eye contact with people. Girl, like, and I think that talking to you guys has like really helped me, having to look at the camera, look directly at the camera, make eye contact, and just smile, and you know, just show up as who I really am in life. You know, I think that I subconsciously did that. Like I have always been the type of person to like just kind of like, if I'm talking to you, I'm talking over here to the side, or I'm looking, excuse me, to the side, or I'm looking up, and then I'll meet your eyes a little bit, and then I'll look off, and then I'll, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never been a direct eye contact type of person. It's been like really intimidating, but I can tell that like talking to you guys on the camera, us just, you know, being intimate, really helps me, you know, have eye contact with people when I'm speaking to them like face to face. And that's something that I've really been catching myself doing lately. And so like when I can like hold a person's gaze, and when they have my gaze and we're like talking to each other, sometimes if it's a little too long, it gets awkward, so I have to look off. But for the most part, I have been doing a lot better with like making or eye contact, and I think you guys are, you know, the blame for that in a good way. So yeah, I did just want to kind of share that a little bit, because I think like one of the tips, or not one of the tips, but like I think like one of the characteristic of like highly confident people is the fact that they make eye contact. So it's helped me if I'm talking to, you know, men. It's helped me if I'm talking to my team on Zoom, like I'm actually having to look directly at the camera and not like off in la la land. It's helped me, you know, and I said men because sometimes, you know, if you look into a man's face, sometimes it can be like a little intimidating, or even just other beautiful women. So pats on the back for me. I just wanted to jump in, say that real quick, girl. So yeah, let's get into the goals. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys this, because I haven't taken this off yet because I forgot to talk to you guys about it. But I guess this journal is like black owned. It says Thomas and Coca, Thomasina Kamika, the creator of Thomas and Coco, is a Canadian-born designer. She finds great joy in utilizing the power of words to pour positivity into herself, others, in her products. Her celebratory messages are rooted in themes of self-love and self-confidence. Okay. Wait, I just read that. Thomas and Coca seeks to inspire and reaffirm the beauty of Black individuals through the use of uplifting statements. So I don't know if this journal has like uplifting statements, but I mean, I think it's just like blank pages. I said, and I got that journal from Walmart. I'm sure you guys have seen it. And this is, you know, her. This is the dessert that I got from Cheesecake. They told me the name of it, but it's supposed to be like some type of like espresso, like dipped cake or something with like some cream. I don't really know, but I was like, I guess we can just have some self-care time and indulge a little bit. And you know, so girl, I forget the name of it. Torini, something like that. But you know, I love anything like coffee dessert. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. So comment down below if you've had it before. If you like it, leave a thumbs up. And it's so good. And it tastes just like espresso. Part of me just want to save this so I can eat this tomorrow for breakfast with my coffee. I have to hop back on the camera. I'm gonna be disciplined though, because I definitely want the rest of this tomorrow with my coffee. This is so good. I'm so glad she told me to get this cake. If you're ever watching this, shout out to you, girl, because When I told her that I was a coffee lover, she recommended this. I love this. This is so good. Okay, love, as promised, let's go ahead and get into our 2025 goals for this year. I think that since I've become a supervisor, having to set annual goals for the team, having to set quarterly follow ups or check ins, provide feedback, for the team, I think that, it's just like, why not do it for myself? So I'm going to share with you guys our 2025 goals, which ones we've met, which ones we still need to work towards. I think I have 10 goals. I might share 8 or 7 of those with you. So let's get into it. Goal number 1, I wanted to work on my self-esteem. I wanted to read as many books as possible on self-esteem. One of those books being what we've already done a YouTube series on. So like a 6-series, 7-part series. On YouTube related to self-esteem. We read Nathaniel Brandon's 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem and did an entire YouTube series on it. So girl, if you have not seen it yet, it's on the channel. Go check those out. Girl, Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis and The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. I know that's been trending lately. It's still on my list. I hope to have that read and, videos put out by Q3. But girl, honestly, I cannot put too much pressure on myself. Number 2 for me is to research a women's and children's shelter or like a charity so that I can begin serving or giving back to. I think that one of my larger goals in life is to be able to give to women what I lack in my day to day as a solo mom. Whether that is just a moment to journal, a moment to think, a moment to breathe, a moment of silence. Whatever it is. If you're a mom on this channel, comment down below, like the video, give me a thumbs up, leave me your sentiments below. If you're a mom, it's just the everyday mom moments, the everyday moments as a woman, in general, that you really miss out on when you are giving up so much of yourself to be so much of something else to another individual, especially to those women who are on my channel that are already married and that are already wives, on top of being a mom, on top of being a career woman. We haven't yet accomplished that. But we still have so many months in the year to go, and I'm really optimistic. Goal number 4 or 5 for me was to work with Tatum on his writing. Being able for him also to sound out his words and being able to connect the words and the sounds together. So if it's a word, if we're doing flashcards and he's unable to, automatically identify what the word is, for him to be able to spell it out, and from the spelling be able to sound out the letters, piece those syllables together to be able to form the word that he's not so familiar with. And then also to begin writing his numbers. I have a lefty baby, so my baby pretty much writes with his left hand. He pretty much writes with his right hand. It's definitely given ambidextrous, but we're working on it. We worked last night, bought him a new tablet off of Amazon. So I'm going to keep you guys posted on that. But as far as the tutoring that I was talking to you guys about 6 vlogs ago, we're not doing the tutoring. I buckled down a little bit more with him on his writing, and I noticed that he writes better with his right hand than his left hand. And just, even yesterday, he's showing now more dominant with his left hand than his right hand. Gonna test that out a bit, just him and me more intimately before I involve, a third-party tutor. Just wanted to give you guys an update on that. But Tatum is definitely flourishing, and he's definitely getting better with his sight words, pronouncing them, spelling them, sounding them out, and as well as his writing. Goal number 6 is to continue to work towards clear skin. You guys know that that's really been an uphill battle for me. I, eliminated all substances. Girl, oh, not substances. Supplements. Okay, let's correct it. Okay, clock it. I eliminated all substances. So, the vitamin D, the apple cider vinegar, the collagen peptides, all the things that I was taking on a day-to-day, I've eliminated those things, trying to see what's going to clear up the skin. I'm not doing all of the 5 steps, that I was doing. I've really, honed in on my skincare. I don't know if you guys have been seeing the Clear Stem commercials on social media, but I went ahead and ordered their hormonal pills. I think it has, like, don't quote me, I think like dandelion DIM, or things that are supposed to like help balance out your hormones as a woman, and really, fix the skin inside out. So I'll keep you guys posted on that because, the last 2 or 3 vlogs I've been, sharing with you guys my skincare routine, my new skincare products. So I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that in a later video. Um, Goal 7 or 6 or 7 or 8 is for me to, make sure I have a certain dollar amount saved in my um, 401k as well as my personal savings. So the 401k is pretty set, right? That's just, a set amount that's going to come out of my pay period every, 2 weeks or so, and also to get a company match. So that part is pretty set. So by the end of the year, whatever dollar threshold that I set for myself is going to be attained, just simply off of me setting that up at the beginning of this year through my brokerage. Also, within my personal savings, also being able to set those margins or those triggers, every pay period, take this amount of money out of my check, put it into savings, and to really have that discipline with myself to say, hey, you're not going to spend past this amount. And if you are getting close to that amount, then girl, it's a hard cut. So I'm really, being disciplined with myself this year as far as, my savings so I can see that increase. And then to take a wellness trip. Last year I was supposed to go to LA in 2024, didn't get a chance to do that. So I still have that flight credit due to like that global outage. So instead of me letting that money go to waste, because girl, we are not letting things go to waste in 2025. I need to use that flight credit. So I don't know what that wellness trip is going to look like this year or next year. I don't know, but I know that I need to go ahead and do that, honestly, guys, by the end of this month. So stay tuned for the wellness trip, and I will be using that flight credit from last year. To work on not hiding myself from God. So I think that that's goal number 9 for you guys. Goal number 8, goal number 9. To work on not hiding myself from God. A lot of the time, I pray to Him, and sometimes I may not always be so forthcoming, or I may not always be so transparent or just so open about, what I'm feeling or what I'm thinking, or, just my true feelings. So just me being able to say, God, this is how I honestly feel. This is how I really feel wholeheartedly. This is what I'm struggling with. This is what I need you to help me with. Just honestly not hiding myself from Him, because honestly, guys, He already knows all of these things anyway. I think that sometimes, like in the past, I will talk to God about things, that I want in the future, or things that I want to get better, or different blessings, or, things that I'm struggling with, but not really truthful or just as transparent as I could be related to how it actually makes me feel, what I'm actually really struggling with, how that struggle makes me feel, what I'm sad about, what I'm hurt about, what I feel like I'm missing out on, the parts of myself that, I'm not happy with, the actions and decisions made, in the past that, still affect me today. Just without being too vulnerable, girl, okay? So without being just like too vulnerable, or, giving away too much of my tea, just not hiding myself from God when He is my creator. He created me. He's my heavenly Father. He knows all of these things anyways. So as we wrap up our goals, girl, for 2025, I think that this last one is the most important of them all. At the beginning of the year, I just made a promise to myself, kind of to just be more intimate with God, to grow in relationship with God. And I think that that is the most important goal of all the goals that we just talked about in 2025. Heavenly Father, I love you so much. Thank you, God, for everything. I can never stop thanking you. I can never thank you enough. And that's it, girl. Let's get on with the rest of the vlog. Hello, my loves. we were literally, okay, supposed to be recording at happy hour. So you guys saw me doing a little bit of work today. It's literally the next day. So last time you guys saw me, we were writing goals. We were self-reflecting, okay? I forgot to tell y'all something too. I forgot to tell you guys that like this year, I just made myself a promise, literally, to just be the woman that I know that I am. Be the woman that I think that I am. Be the woman that I know that I am. Be the woman that God created me to be. Be the woman that God called me to be, to strive to, respect myself, to exude confidence, to exude, just all things in that area, in that realm, you know what I'm saying? To, not lower my standards, but to have grace, to be graceful, to, be understanding, to be patient, to be kind, to be like all of those things. But like, I literally just promised myself to like not live underneath or not live, but I don't want to say like beneath the means, but like literally like underneath like who God called me to be, who God created me to be, who I know that I am, who I envision myself to be. Okay, girl, I meant to vlog happy hour. So today is Tuesday. Today is May the 13th. Tuesday we had a happy hour after work, literally in Atlanta. I was supposed to vlog. Girl, was so in the moment, literally, not even like capping, was so in the moment. It was so good. We just had like, an after work happy hour, left there. Then my best friend Bree came, picked me up when we went like to just like Taco Mac right up there at Cumberland. Really simple, just, kind of like reasonable, simple, like nothing extravagant. We talked, girl, about Diddy, planes crashing, Trump. We talked about real IDs. We talked about just so much stuff. Like, it's always a good time when I can see my friend Bree, because literally when I was moving out of Atlanta, she was moving from Nashville here to Atlanta. So always so nice to meet her. I got to meet her guy, so that was so good. Back in the room now. Don't know where we're going to leave the vlog, but I did want to just kind of like tell you guys, I forgot that goal last night when we were, just kind of talking and, writing down my thoughts. So I'm going to have to add that one to the journal. But y'all, the team is coming along so good. They are like rolling. They are like testing. They're coming along so good. Testing was a little slow today because we have to like manipulate like raw files. So basically like prep the raw files in order for us to even be able to like test them. So like remove, original data, replace it with like dummy test, identifiers so that we can feed it into the system, all of the things. So testing was successful today, but testing was slow today. Sorry, I'm like slurring my words. One, I need water, and two, girl, I'm so tired. I'm about to put on my pajamas, girl. That, I think we're gonna call it a wrap for this video, for this vlog. It was so nice having you guys to just catch up and talk about, our goals for this year. Just like, Q1 recap. Did we need to add anything? Did we need to omit anything? Did we need to, just all the things. So it was so nice chatting with you guys. Please be sure to like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Please be sure to leave your comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, girl, that is it. That is all. Y'all already know the deal. We're about to call it a wrap. And tomorrow I leave Atlanta. Tomorrow's gonna be Wednesday, the 14th. My plane leaves from Atlanta at 6 p.m. I'll be back in Memphis. I just got done talking to the boys. I love them, but girl, they are not studying me. So look, since y'all not studying me, I'm not gonna be studying y'all either. So girl, I'm about to enjoy my last little night. So girl, that is it. And I'll talk to you girls on the next one. Bye, girl.